Yo, what's up, Chaos TV family? What's up, Chaos TV Network? It's your Chaos Leader here, back at the mat, where we chilling at, as always. And I'm back, you guys. Like I said, I'm not joking around. I told you, give me a while, I'll come back. Even while I'm sick, I'm still coming back. And thank you so much. Blaze, I will be doing a collab with you hopefully soon. Just give me some time, man. I'm busy with work. I'm trying to get over this cold at the same time. So just bear with me, alright? But another bit of that, I told you I'd be doing some new deck profiles, and I got you. Like I told y'all, I got you. And I've been searching through the chaos, finding some new deck profiles. I won't be able to do the Go Keys because I donated the Go Keys to a friend, somebody I ran into, and unfortunately, I don't feel like doing the Go Keys in the first place, so I was like, okay, whatever. Dragonities, also donated to another friend, which hopefully he'll be a grossing member to the channel. Hopefully. But the two new deck profiles I'm doing, one of them, as you can see here, and the other two are going to be Metafist, Raid Raptors, and Fire Fist. After that, I might be slowing down on getting new deck profiles. I may be doing profile updates, and also I may be doing a new TCG segment called Beneficial or Not. Now, what it is a channel that basically, what is going to be a show on this channel that basically says, are there new support for any other cards or archetypes? Is it beneficial to the archetype or not? So, look out for that. Hashtag beneficial or not. But today we're going to be looking at deck profile for Flower Cardians, which is a long-awaited deck profile that I've been getting into because it kind of makes a little bit of a throwback to... Hold on. Super Heavies, which is an all synchro based deck. This deck is majority monster, spell, and that's it. Nothing else. They don't play well with others, so you can't really outsource a lot unless you play Mathematician. If you want to, that's up to you. But if you don't have Mathematician, then like I said, this is the pure setup for you. So let's get into deck profile. You already know how we do it here. Main deck first, spells, traps first, and extra monsters. Basically, that's how we do it. But since there's no traps in this deck, we're just doing spells and monsters, so hey, it'll be quicker. So let's move this out the way. So first things first, you're only going to need one copy of Reinforcements of the Army. What Reinforcements of the Army basically does is it allows you to add one level 4 or lower warrior monster from your deck to your hand, which basically gives you a better momentum if you draw bad or you have a messed up starting hand. This is a dark attributed warrior deck too, which makes it weird. Which also, like I said, this deck is not that OP. I don't know why everybody thinks it's OP. Bruh, Satellar Knights can shut this deck down. All you need to do is get Hyperstar Hoshido, or whatever its name is, play Diamond, just negate its effect, and just clear over everything. It's no problem. But I just wanted to throw that out there because I'm so peeved at what people believe this thing is, that this deck can be. 3 copies for outsourcing, and like I said before, in every deck profile, the only time I outsource is when I feel like I need to, or the deck, the archetype doesn't get enough support. Outside that, most of the time I outsource spell and traps. But like I said, 3 copies of Allure Darkness. What Allure Darkness does, you draw 2 cards. If one of them is not a dark attribute monster, banish it, basically. You know the rules. If you don't, then there you go. And it's not a hard once per turn. That's what makes it cool. Then, for the archetypes, Super Koi Koi. You only need to run 2 copies of Super Koi Koi. I feel like you don't need to run 3 because you will brick, and you don't want to run into this card more so or less. Also, you can run 2 or 3 Flower Cardian stacking. That is up to you. Me personally, I actually prefer running 3, but in this formula, I think it's 2 is a lot better because the deck already basically sets itself up to where you can draw a little bit better. Three copies of Flower Cardian Gathering, which is needed in this deck. You need 3 copies of Flower Cardian Gathering just as much as you need Super Koi Koi and Flower Stacking. I'm not going to tell you the effects. For those of you that are wanting to play or know how to play, you can easily read the effects yourselves and learn the rulings on by yourself. I don't need to tell you that. I'm just telling you what you need in the deck. So just for those heads ups. Their own copy of Monster Reborn, basically. Reincarnation. This is their version of Monster Reborn. Like I said, this deck does not play well with others. So you don't have to outsource that much. Now we're moving on to monsters. For the attack, the 100 attackers, 3 copies of Flower Cardian Pine, 3 copies of Flower Cardian Bolwana, 3 Flower Cardian Willow, 3 Flower Cardian Zebragrass, 3 Flower Cardian Cherry Blossom with Carpet. Basically. Oh, Curtain. Cherry Blossom with Curtain. You need 3 of those. 3 copies of Maple with Deer. That's Flower Cardian Maple with Deer. 3 copies of Clover with Boar. And for the tuners, you have 2 copies of Flower Cardian Willow with Calligrapher. And Flower Cardian Peony with Butterfly. So that's it for the main deck. Like I said, there's nothing much to it. It's mostly spells and monsters. Extra deck for the new Link format. You only need 2 copies of Wee Witch Magician. You don't need 2. You don't need 3. You just only need 2. I'm sorry about that. You just only need 2 because you'll rarely get into her. With this deck, it's more about getting into the Synchro monsters than just actually taking your time, Link summoning, and then getting to the Synchro monsters. If you have the chance to, you can. That's the reason why I said you can only run 2. But for 3 ofs, like I said, I will give you more better suggestions. But this is not one of them. And I was going to do a beneficial or not on that with the Link format. She's not that beneficial to this deck. Other dark type decks she may be beneficial to. Like, Dark Worlds, maybe, I guess. Dark Magicians. 2 copies, but you can run 3 of Flower Cardian Light Shower. That's one of the boss monsters. 1 copy of Flower Cardian Boardfly. Boardfly, I mean. 3 copies of Flower Cardian Moonflower Reviewing. And 3 copies of the big man himself, or the big girl, or whatever it is, Flower Cardian Light Flare. Light Flare is their boss monster. It is very deadly and detrimental to people. It has a one-time effect. It's not that OP, but it's decent. And it makes the deck really run well and more fluently. And it's the reason why Cardians are basically reviewing as themselves as a slight threat. Not a severe threat, but a slight threat. You can easily take care of it and dispose of it with any other kind of card, whatever you choose to. But this has been my review on the Flower Cardians. I hope you like this deck profile. Like I said, I will be doing much more quick deck profiles because I'm starting to just do the deck list of stuff that you need, in my opinion, as far as people that want to play pure and play for fun. If you want to know about the effects and what the cards do and how they combo, you still have Duel Links, Dev Pro, and other places that can teach you, my apologies, the rulings of these cards, so I don't have to really tell you, and you can easily look them up. Heck, you can look up on Wikipedia about the archetype itself. I just showed you the deck list and what I feel is beneficial to the deck. But that's it for the deck profile of the Flower Cardians. I'm your boy, Chaos Leader, Chaos Hero himself, and I jumped out the deck profile to show something for you. Also, stay tuned for my other deck profile for the Fire Fist.